If you guys are sick of wasting money on packs, go check out my sponsor. They offer the cheapest and most reliable way to buy coins straight from the source. Use code MAZE at checkout for 15% off your entire order.
Wake up! It's time to make plays, baby. In today's video, we got a weekend league recap with the no money spent Demon Squad. Now, I'm going to go over the team at the beginning of the video, but in this weekend league, it was a wild one, man. We had a lot of hell games, and in our very last game, we matched up with a competitive Madden player who actually won the Dolphins Club Championship last year. His name is Dat Boy, and he was 24-0 when we matched up. The game was absolutely wild, so make sure you guys stay to the end to see how we finished and see our top 100 rewards. Also, I'm going to leave Dat Boy's Twitch link in the pinned comments down below. Shouts out to him. If you guys don't know who he is already, go check out his stream. Now, of course, as always, before we get into the gameplay, we got to go over the best and the worst comment of the day, starting with the best comment of the day coming from Zolim, who said, "Thanks, Mace, for helping all of us through stuff. We all greatly appreciate it." I don't know what you're going through, man. Keep your head up. Glad to help any way I can. And the worst comment of the day coming from Blake Schroeder, who said, "Maze not dropping bangers is like the Raiders not mid-season collapsing." And while I think you're giving me a compliment, you could have easily just said Maze dropping bangers is like the Raiders mid-season collapsing. You made it confusing. You insulted the Raiders. You're the worst comment of the day. And the final thing before we get into the gameplay, if you guys want to learn my offensive and defensive schemes, you can find both ebooks over at mazomatic.com. I created entire courses that go over everything I know about my offense and defense, so you can run them exactly the same way I do. Once again, my ebooks are over at mazomatic.com, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So, hopping into the gameplay, you guys are going to notice the team is exactly the same as it's been the last week or two. The reason for that is we didn't finish Weekend League last week. We already finished all our solos, and we already got to level 50. So there haven't been many opportunities for us to make coins and upgrade the team, but after this weekend league, we're going to use those rewards to upgrade the team further. We'll go over that in the next video. Starting off with our first hell game, it comes when our record was 6-1, and you see we got messaged by the man.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Zoe Brady, shouts out to Zoe, but I already knew this was going to be a hell game because anybody that watches my videos is automatically goated at Madden. So we're going to have to lock in for this one. Starting on the offensive side of the ball, a nice little spin move from Debo gets outside, get us warmed up, a little comfortable, and gets the chains moving. Our next laser is to our tight end, Vernon Davis, who catches it up the seam, makes 3 dudes miss, and then gets into the end zone for a 71-yard touchdown. That's not even the full Vernon Davis. That's one of the upgrades I need to make next, is getting the full version, because that is, I think, 2 notches below full. So he's definitely not that fast compared to how he could be. And once he's in his final form, I'm expecting Vernon to be taking the top off of defenses. Our 2-point conversion was also good, so we got an 8-0 lead. We got my opponent in a 3rd down. He ends up fighting his tight end for a gain of about 30. Now in our territory at the 26, Dan Marino rolls out, makes 3 dudes look silly, and gets a 1st down on 3rd and 2. Now 1st and 10 from the 21. Dan stands in the pocket, rolls out once again, delivers a pass, and I gotta say, Dan is looking shifty out there. I mean, he's no Derrick Henry, but he's doing enough with his legs to make it a problem. Now it's our ball again. My opponent only went for 1 on the extra point, so we still have the lead. But on 3rd down, we take a big sack, and you want to take a look at 65 here, my left tackle, doing a phenomenal job of blocking the air, leaving the pass rusher to come in clean. Good job, buddy. Keep it up. Now 4th and 13, a little bit of a rough situation. My opponent sends 5. We're waiting on that corner out. We almost get the pass off. We end up getting hit and turning the ball over. That was actually our first incompletion of the day so far, and it comes at a horrible time on 4th down. We get my opponent in a 4th down right after, send the dogs, and we get the ball right back. So in his first set of downs, we end up getting the turnover, and it's almost like it never happened. There's only 1:21 on the clock, so we're trying to take down as much as possible. Debo making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 men miss. It wasn't really that many, but I just started counting, and I didn't want to stop. Perfect timing user pick right after that. We tried to throw the in route on the backside. Deion Sanders in man coverage basically ran the route for my receiver. Sometimes happens in Madden 22, and I probably should have waited a little bit before I threw it. My opponent follows it up with a laser to Keyshawn Johnson, who toasted his man coverage. So now we're down, only 30 seconds left on the clock, and he's getting the ball in the second half. So we need to do everything in our power to try to get some points on the board in this remaining 20 seconds. 3rd and 13 right here. We roll out with Henry. Not seeing a lot open, but he rolls back, throws it cross body, and my man Judy comes back to the ball with a great aggressive catch, and it saves this drive. 5 seconds on the clock. Throw it to Judy once again. He gets out of bounds with no timeouts. And with 2 seconds left, that is enough to kick that field goal through. So it's 11-14 going in half. We're only down 3. It's his ball, and we're coming to clean his clock. Deion Sanders runs right into a hit stick from Brian Dawkins, and Tyreek Hill picks it up into the end zone, and that lead is a race. Now we take the lead of ourselves. After told you guys before, I'll tell you again. We're cleaning clocks all 2022. It's 1-800-CLOCK cleaners. You call us, we clean your clock. Now 2nd and 10, Keyshawn Johnson burning the man coverage again, and he is just being a problem out there. I don't know if he had route tech or what, but it seemed like every time I manned him up, he was just 5 yards of separation, not a snowball's chance in hell covering him. 2nd and 10 here, Derrick Henry rolls out, gets a block from Vernon Davis, hits the sideline, and unfortunately only gets a couple extra yards, but now we're almost at midfield with 2 minutes left, up by 1. Deebo Samuel, catch on the wheel route, that's another first down. Now at the 25 in a 3rd and inches, another throw to the wheel route. Deebo Samuel making a great catch against the man coverage. 3rd and 7 here. We're going to take another look at 65. Once again, blocking a whole lot of air, letting Micah Parsons scream in there. And I don't know if 65 needs a kick in the ass or needs a sucky or what he needs, but we got to get him blocking, man. On the 4th and 7, we go to the low ball on the wheel route, but I promise you guys, for some reason, the low ball did not register. It said a regular bullet pass, so we turn the ball over on downs. My opponent, though, goes 3 and out and ends up punting it to us, giving us the ball already basically in field goal range. On this route right here from Judy, it was a 3rd down. I don't know what that guy was doing. He was on the D-line and just started running back and mauled Judy on his route. Thankfully, Judy's got more heart than the entire Cowboys team combined.
Hey, what's going on?
Dives, makes a catch in double coverage, keeps the drive alive, lets us chew off a bit more clock, and we kick a field goal with about a minute left in the game. So we are up 4. There's 50 seconds on the clock. My opponent has 1 timeout, and he is needing a touchdown here. Dan Marino sitting back in the pocket, delivers a dagger to the sideline. Keyshawn Johnson gets out of bounds, stopping the clock at about 30 seconds. On the next play, Dan Marino rolls out a little bit right. Not much is open, decides to take off with his legs. He gets hit and goes out of bounds at the 33. Now 2nd and 5. 20 seconds on the clock. He's sitting back again, not finding much. Decides to let it loose to the flat. Gets tackled inbounds and is forced to burn his timeout. Not really worth it for him. Only got a couple yards and wasted that final timeout, which is very valuable in this situation. Now in a 3rd and 2, a desperate throw to the sideline almost gets intercepted. Now he's caught in a 4th down with 10 seconds left. We send the heat at him. Dan Marino rolls out right, throws it, and a great play from Greg Newsome to get that incompletion and seal us the victory. Our next hell game comes with a record of 15 and 4, and it's a rematch from somebody who gave us an L a couple games prior. This man ran the ball about 30 times for about 300 freaking yards, and he ends up beating us in game 1. We get matched up again. I already know what to expect. He's going to run the ball, but we get a shot at redemption. And you guys are going to see in this game, this guy is very frustrating to play against because he just calls 2 run plays, and they work very well. So we're going to have to come out swinging on offense because I'm not sure if we're going to get a lot of stops on defense. A great pass to Tim Patrick puts us in the red zone now at the 9-yard line. We think we see the post, but it's a bad throw from Derrick Henry, a little bit behind him. My fault for making him do a cross-body throw. Couldn't really pass lead the way I wanted, and we end up starting the game with a turnover. Now my opponent with Derrick Henry throws a very risky pass right between 2 defenders, ends up catching it at the 45, and now here we go with the run game. One thing you guys might be noticing, in this 2-4-5 odd, I can sometimes shoot this run. So me being stubborn, I tried to shoot it over and over and over again. 4th and inches, I barely missed diving at the ankles. He makes a bunch of defenders miss and celebrates into the end zone. You take another look, John Lynch dives literally inches. I'd say 8 inches roughly away from the ankles. My opponent gets a touchdown to start the game. 7-0, but Vernon Davis up the seam is our secret weapon. And we're going to celebrate right back at you, dickhead. How does it feel? 2-point conversion for the lead. Derrick Henry rolls out, sees the lane, and we take the 1-point lead. 8-7 now, 45 seconds on the clock. There's that gap shoot we've been looking for, and you guys are going to notice this guy is not deterred whatsoever by the gap shoot. He is saying, you know what, I know you're going to miss more often than you're going to get it, so I'm just going to keep running the ball. 3rd and 6, 4th down, I don't care. I'm running the ball. He got a big gain right there. We're back in the backfield, hitting him for a loss, but he doesn't stop. He just keeps going. 3rd and 6, another run, and it's looking like another first down. So you can tell probably how I'm feeling right now. I was screaming, cursing this man, punching my monitor, breaking controllers. I didn't know what to do, man. He just kept running the same run play over and over and over again, and my stubborn ass kept trying to shoot it over and over again, because sometimes I'd get it, like right there. Got him in the backfield. You'd think, hey, like, do that again, but I just never could figure it out. We finally make him pass. He throws a blind read, showing exactly why he runs the ball every play, because this guy probably has 3 or 4 brain cells, tops. And so running the ball is pretty much all he's going to be able to do. We take a big sack there on our opening set of downs, and you can see my running back didn't do much to block there. I don't know why running backs really suck at blocking in Madden always, but it's just the way it is. Derrick Henry rolls out against the cover 2. Lance Allworth toasting the safety, getting behind him, and with 20 seconds left, yeah, that's right, bitch. We are going to showboat into the end zone, and we're going to take the lead as well. 14-7 going into the second half. It's his ball, though, so if we can't stop this run game, he's going to easily drive down and tie it up. Roger Craig getting loose once again. That was a gain of about 25-30 yards. And again, we're failing to shoot this gap. We really can't get back there. Seems like it's open every time, and then it just doesn't work. Now he's got Freight Train, which makes it nearly impossible to tackle Roger Craig. And this is what happened last game, and this is pretty much how we lost. We just literally could not tackle Roger Craig. So the game is tied up now. It's our ball, so we do have a little bit of an advantage, but we have no room for error. We cannot make a mistake, or else this game will quickly go to my opponent. So we're driving easily. You see, we keep hitting these corner routes, doing a pretty good job, but it really doesn't matter how good of a job you do unless you get in the end zone. So 3rd and 1 here. Derrick Henry showing his heart, staying inside, getting a lot of extra yards there to the 9-yard line. Now 2nd and goal. Nothing's really open. Derrick Henry's going to take off again. Tries to make Isaiah Simmons miss, but we flew too close to the sun. The user hit stick fumble is picked up by Ted Hendricks, and there is no one going to even come close to stopping him. You see Deebo Samuel's really trying. He's got a lot of heart. So does Tyreek, but they're just not fast enough. And that's what I meant when I was saying it doesn't matter how good your drive was if you don't score, because what would have been 7 points for us is now 7 points for my opponent. It's a 14-point swing, and a lot of times that's what will lose you a game. 2nd and 22 after a big sack. We're flushed out of the pocket. Playmaker Vernon Davis, a great catch by him, and we are back in action at midfield. It was looking like the momentum was going heavily against us, but we fought back, and now we are moving the ball. 2 minutes to go in the game. We're down 7, and we are driving. We see Vernon Davis again on the sideline. A great catch, and he stays in bounds. We are trying to chew down this clock. We get caught in a 4th down. Guess who's there for us? Vernon Davis, now inside the 10-yard line, once again trying to chew down as much clock as possible. He's got no more timeouts. We end up scoring the tying touchdown with 45 seconds on the clock. You'd think with no timeouts, this guy wouldn't run the ball, right? That's what I thought at least. And on his very first play, Roger Craig gets loose and thankfully gets hit out of bounds. So he's already in field goal range, ready to win this game. I got 3 timeouts, though, so I'm trying to stop this clock. He is running the ball. All he needs is 1 first down, and it's a 3rd and 3. He's going to go stretch right. We run commit. We end up making the tackle on a 4th and 2, and this guy thought he was going to get the first down so confidently that he was willing to run the ball again to ensure that there was no time left on the clock. I can't really imagine what was going through this guy's mind, but because of that blunder from him, this game's going into overtime. Now, he's starting with the ball in overtime, so all he really needs to do is get 7, but for some reason, he decides it's going to be a good idea to start passing, you know? He's only ran the ball really up to this point, and now in overtime, for some reason, he wants to pass the ball, and we've all seen what happens when he passes the ball. He throws interceptions, baby. Tries to take a shot up top, but my man Patrick Surtain makes up the lost ground, gets the interception, and now all we need is 3 points to win this game. With the 27-yard lines, we need about 40 yards roughly, and it's going to start with a little pass to Tyreek Hill. He gets about 10, and now we're at the 38. We only need about 20-25 more yards. We're looking for something open. He runs with the seam. It leaves Lance Allworth wide open on the post, and with that laser from Derrick Henry, we are in field goal range, and all we need to win this game is put it through the uprights. It is going to be an ice kick up and good, and we walk away with the victory. Despite me ripping my hair out this game, we walked away with the victory, and he only had 66 pass yards and 37% completion percentage. That guy could not pass for his life, so I guess no hard feelings for running the ball. If I had an IQ of 70, I probably would run the ball as well. Our next game, we get matched up with somebody you guys might be familiar with. This is V.A. Dimes. He is a club champion for the Baltimore Ravens. He is a competitive player and an avid RPO user. So I already know that I've played this guy multiple times this year. We have had a hell game every single time. So this one is going to be a good one. We're going to start on the offensive side of the ball. You see we are driving very nicely. Hit that crosser for about 30 yards. And now 1st and 10, a little flick of the wrist from Henry and Tim Patrick on the other end getting into the end zone. Now going for 2 to make it an 8-point lead. We find Jerry Jeudy once again on the sideline. And now we're up 8-0. Now time for his offense. You guys are going to notice this little bubblegum raindrop offense he runs. And I don't even mean that as an insult because I don't even know what to do against this type of shit. Like, that's what makes it so good, even at the competitive level, is everybody's got defense for trips tight end. Everybody's got defense for bunch. Nobody really has defense for this type of stuff. So it's unique, and it's very difficult to stop. And you guys can see he's driving easily. Williams into the end zone and is going to tie up the game. He actually was unsuccessful on his 2-point play, so we still have a lead. And with 1:48 in the clock, we're getting the ball back. So we've only had one drive each so far in the first half, and my goal is to make this the last drive of the half. So he's only going to be left with one drive in the half. I'm going to have two and hopefully have an advantage because of that. And so we are running the ball a bit, chewing this clock, trying to get yards still and not leave him with any time to drive down like he did before. 30 seconds now remaining on the clock. We see this wheel route's about to be open. He gets a little caught up on that flat zone, but ends up getting open, and we score with 20 seconds left in the half. My man VA Dimes, though, left him a little bit too much time. He throws a bomb, and our user is just too slow to keep up with Calvin Johnson. 6 seconds on the clock here. He throws the RPO and gets into the end zone for the touchdown. So that's on me 100%. I did a good job managing the clock on offense, but I played way too aggressively with my defense, and I ended up letting up a touchdown. So we're only up by 3 now instead of having a 2-possession lead. Coming down in the second half, he noticed something that was working. This inside handoff to Ricky Williams is getting like 10 yards every single time, so he just keeps running with it. We finally get a stop, get him in a 4th down, but he ends up throwing it to Ricky Williams instead of handing it off. Now inside the 10, going right back to this RPO stuff. He makes a crazy catch, and now we get him in a 4th and goal. He had a little trick up his sleeve there. I don't really know what to do to defend that. Just took off up the middle with Henry. Gets a few yards into the end zone. So now 2 minutes left in the game. I'm getting the ball for the first time in the second half. Like, I have not touched the ball yet. We're in a 3rd and 19, and we make a very needed catch right there to get to a 4th and inches. So this down was basically for the game. Vernon Davis getting open. He's been our #1 target by far. So I'm really excited to get that full Vernon Davis so we can, really use him to his fullest potential. So only a minute left on the clock, roughly, and we are trying our best to chew down. We got it all the way to 20 seconds, but we got a long ways to go. Vernon Davis coming through for us once again. Now we are inside the 10, and with 12 seconds left, we roll out with Derrick Henry, get it down to the 1, and now 8 seconds remain in a 3rd and goal. We go with a pass here. He sends a lot of pressure. We throw the low ball, and Lance Allworth catches the game-winning touchdown with 3 seconds left. Last time at the end of half, I left him with 20 seconds and he scored, so we had to do a little bit better job and only left him with 3 this time. Our final hell game comes on our very last game and is probably why you guys clicked on the video. We get matched up with Ace Jit, also known as Dat Boy, and it comes when he is 24-0, also on his very last game. So for him, this is for 25-0. For me, this is for top 50, I believe. We're starting with the ball on offense. We take a sack, and we're in a 4th and 10 early. This is not a good position to be in against somebody this good. We end up turning the ball over on downs in our very first set of downs. Now he's on offense, primarily known as an offensive player, so I'm not really expecting to get a lot of stops, but he makes a blunder on the read right there, and we get the ball right back. So very thankful that we got that break, but I'm not expecting that to continue throughout this game, so we really got to be better on offense. 2nd and 2 here, throwing another risky pass, barely caught by Tyreek Hill, but it gets us the 1st down. Now at the 36-yard line, we end up throwing the sideline. That's Tim Patrick, who makes a huge catch against that cover 2. Soft spot is up the sidelines, and we made him pay for that. Now at the 16-yard line, a little hitch to Lance Allworth gets us inside the 5, and from there, we're going to run this scramble to the right, wide receiver screen bullshit with Henry. We get in the end zone on our drive, take the early lead, and go into the second quarter up 6-0. His ball now, and he's in trips tight end, and it's all passing, so I don't really need to worry about the run game, which I'm happy about, but I do have to worry about these hot motherfucking dots. Now 1st and 10, you see Judy wide open for a gain of about 20-25 yards on that curl route. He's at the 14-yard line now. This is where we got our stop last time, running a very similar defense, but he rolls out this time, hits his Vernon Davis in the corner of the end zone, and he takes a 1-point lead. Our ball once again with 2:30 left on the clock. My mentality on this drive is go down, get points, even if it's only 3, and not leave him any time. That was my #1 goal, because if I give him any time, he is going to score. He's, like I said, he's an offensive player. I'm kind of lost on defense here. 1st and 10, 1:26 on the clock. A nice underneath pass to Deebo Samuel. Gets another 1st down and keeps that clock moving. So now we're at the 14-yard line. We're making him burn his timeouts. We throw this low ball wheel route. It is dropped by Vernon Davis, putting us in a 4th down. We decide to go right back to the same play, but we hit the other wheel route, and we catch it inside the 5. Now only 18 seconds on the clock. If we can score here, I believe we've done a good job. A little bit of a risky pass is caught by Judy. We get into the end zone for the touchdown, and the 2-point conversion from Derrick Henry is good. So with that, we have a 14-7 lead. I only left him 13 seconds. What could really go wrong? Isaiah Simmons on a kick return. That's what went wrong. So with 5 seconds left in the half, he ties up the game. And that entire drive of me chewing clock was for nothing. Coming down the second half, it's his ball, all tied up. We get a big sack on first down. Now he's in a 3rd and 20. Finds the slant route to Calvin Johnson. Picks up about 18, and it's going to be a 4th and 2. I have a good feeling he's going to be passing. We send a little heat off the right side. The heat ends up coming in, and our aggressive-ass user pays off. We were a deep zone user, and we came all the way down to play that hitch route. On our next drive, Vernon Davis, back of the end zone, dropped pass. And this is going to be a very painful drop because on the very next play, after we drop a touchdown, he sends the heat. Derrick Henry gets hit as he throws, and the tipped D-line pick goes the other way, and Justin Simmons is going to take it about 80 yards for the touchdown. So what should have been a touchdown for us, dropped by Vernon Davis, now swings the other way for him. That's a 14-point swing. We cannot afford that in this game against somebody of this caliber. We just can't afford that. So we're down 7. We're fighting our ass off here. 1:22 left on the third. Derrick Henry getting some nice yards with his legs. And honestly, what looked like it was going to be about a 10-yard gain ends up going for about 30. Then we throw it to Vernon Davis again. He jumps in the air. The two defenders collide, and we're in the end zone. Now we're going for 2, looking to take the lead. It is good, and we have the lead back. A 1-point lead with 50 seconds left in the third. But as I said before, I am having trouble stopping this offense. A rollout from Jalen Hurts hits Calvin Johnson, and there's a lot of space. He gets about 40 yards on that one pass. Now at the 34-yard line with 20 seconds left in the third. Jalen Hurts dropping back, finds a deep corner route, and Calvin Johnson makes another catch. And in 2 plays, he's in the end zone. Now he's going for 2 himself. Jalen Hurts rolls out. It's just me and him, my user versus his, and I miss. And I look a little stupid. I can't even lie. So he's up a full 7 points now. We got to drive down and get 7 ourselves. We hit Vernon Davis on the sideline. He gets a big gain right there across midfield. Now 3:36 left in the game. I'm not really trying to chew clock because I don't think I'm going to be able to chew it all down. But it doesn't even matter because Sean Taylor makes one of the wildest interceptions I think I've ever seen. Let's do the math on it. Sean Taylor is at the 39-yard line. Vernon Davis at the 27. Now, it is a 12-yard distance if it was a straight line, but we are not looking at the straight line. We're looking at the hypotenuse. If we make a triangle, each side is roughly 12 yards. That makes the hypotenuse 12√2 yards. (12√2) is 17 yards. That means Sean Taylor was 17 yards underneath that route when he picked the ball off.
That shit was so retarded. I'm about to respond in another language.
You should never be able to pick the ball off when you're 17 yards underneath a route. But what is done, and now it's his ball once again. We're already down 7. There's 3:28 left in the game. He's got the ball in our territory. We've already shown we can't really get a stop, so this game is slowly getting out of reach. He fires one deep. Judy comes back to the ball, and now we are down 13, and he's going for 2. He ends up standing in the pocket for quite a while with Hurts. Our pressure's not coming home. Hurts ends up literally running a circle around our defenders, rolls left to the sideline. Our user bites, and then he fires it to Judy for a good 2-point conversion. So now we're down 15, 3 minutes in the game. We got to score fast. We find Allworth on the streak, and that man has so much heart. He is not giving up. He breaks a tackle. You get the 75-yard touchdown immediately. Now going for 2, Deebo Samuel gets tackled, and we don't get it. So we're still down 2 possessions, which is not good. But Isaiah Simmons scored earlier, but he's not one to take kickoffs back, man, because he fumbles on the next hit from Brian Dawkins. That was a huge bail that we absolutely needed, but it puts us right back in this game. We then route bounce Judy off the sideline. He catches it, and a spin move to the outside. A speedy spin move from Judy. Another look at it off the catch. There are 5 defenders there that could have made the tackle, but Judy is just a little too shifty. That's why we call him Big Booty Judy. And we've seen this before. We're cleaning clocks. Unfortunately, we don't pick it up, and he spins out of it and ends up getting a pretty big chunk of yards with Vernon Davis. But I think the momentum's a little bit on our side after that hit. 2 fumbles in a row from Simmons, and the defense is feeling it. They're coming alive. A 30-yard sack. Just about. It was actually 22 yards. But it puts him in a 2nd and very long. He runs a lot of deep routes, but we cover him. So he ends up checking it down. Ton of space right there for Calvin Johnson. But we're going to have him in a 3rd and very long here. 3rd and 14. We're sending the heat again. It screams off the edge, and Hurts tries to step up in the pocket, but takes a sack. and we got him in a 4th down. This is for the game right here. Hurts drops back. The pressure screams in again, and we get the turnover. We're only down 2, and we are 5 yards out of field goal range. We see our crosser. We throw it, and Tyreek Hill makes the catch, and just like that, we're at the 11-yard line. Now, he has 3 timeouts still, so we do need to chew off this clock. Even if we kick a field goal, we have had very bad luck stopping his offense, so I do not want to give him any time if we can. Here we are in a 3rd and 10 with 42 seconds on the clock. I am feeling aggressive because we need to get the touchdown. I tried to force the whip route, and John Lynch is there for the interception. So with that pick, it all but seals the game. But this is where Dat Boy really shows he is Dat Boy. Connection to your peer has been lost. This man quit out. 24-1. Should have been 25-0, but he decided to quit out. I went in his chat and I asked him, hey man, why'd we quit out? He said because he knew his strength of schedule was too low to get number 1, and so he didn't care if he got 24 or 25 wins. He was going to get the top 10 rewards regardless, and he thought it might help me out. And because he quit out, we end up getting 49 ranked. So because he quit out, he puts us in the top 50, and that is why they call him Dat Boy, because he really is Dat Boy. This man sacrificed his 25-0 to give us better rewards. So big shout out to him, man. Go check out his Twitch stream if you don't know already. It is going to be pinned in the comments down below. So that is how we finished our weekend league, guys. It was a wild one. I'm sorry I couldn't stream more of my games, but tune in this weekend because I'm planning on playing 2 weekend leagues, and so there will be plenty of games to be streamed. Now for our top 50 rewards. Seems Mr. Maze has gone AFK. Oh, whoa. I'm back, baby. I'm back and I'm better than ever, baby. Fuck you gonna do about it, baby? Fuck you gonna do about it, baby? Top 50 weekend league rewards on no money spent. Again, give me that shit. 275 in the bank. Give me that shit. We got 450K right now, and we got all these packs. All these packs. Hail Mary, midfield, red zone, 3 touchdowns and a 94 plus. All right, let's get into the packs, man. Let's get it started hot. Hail Marys. Imagine you just pull a limited out of a Hail Mary. How good would that be? How dope would that be? That's not it. Crazy power up, Tim Patrick. Let's go, man. That's my man. If Tim Patrick can't do it, nobody can. All right, man. T Blizzy in the chat said if I pull a limited, he's giving me top. Give me top. I thought that was the limited. I can't lie. I thought that was the limited. It was team of the week. It's my bad, boys. I got a little excited for the top. I still want the top, though. So we're not giving up on our limited hopes yet. Because I feel like I have a pretty good shot. All right, we're on to the red zones, man. Usually these packs have nothing, so it's really just training for me. If we pull something crazy, obviously I'd be happy, but I'm not really expecting to. That's actually not too bad. I feel like Staley might go for something, but maybe not. Let's just save him just in case. Last red zone before the big boys. This is the JV party. Varsity's coming out soon. Show me the limited. Damn. All right, we're left with the 3 touchdowns and the 94 plus. Come on, baby. Come on, baby girl. Baby girl, show me a limited in this touchdown right now. Baby girl, just put your hair back. Show daddy the limited. That is 86 Aqib Talib. For a second, I thought that was going to be the full Aqib Talib. That would have made me so happy for my Broncos theme team. But I think the 86 goes for like, what, 9K, 8K, 9K, something like that. Come on, baby. Give me something nice. I need something nice. Something with a little LTD in the bottom right. Oh, 90 overall Josh Jacobs. Not like incredible, but that's probably like 30K. It's probably, you know, that's worth something. One more touchdown and then the big boy, the real big boy. These are like solid size. Oh, let's go. Come on. 82 Michael Strahan. Limited. Show me the limited. Show me. Fuck. That's fine. Aqib Talib, full version. Damn it! That's fine, though. This pack was not bad. Definitely not a bad pack. Let's bet. All right, what do we want to bet, Nick? What do you want the bet to be? Let's see how the predictions go right now. All right, we got 50,000 channel points from my man Luch on a 95 plus. 50,000 channel points on a 95 plus. We got I Run Sites with 12K on a 94. 15K from Landon on a 94. Landon, you're preying on my downfall. Ancient Focus with 15.7K. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Nick put 66 1,000. Yo, all right. This prediction is wild, boys. It's closed now. All bets are in. We have 66,000 from Nick betting that I'll get a 94. We got 50,000 from Luch betting that I'll get a 95. Total, we have almost 200K on 94, 250K on 95, 94 plus. What will it be? Show me the money. It's a legend. Who's it gonna be, baby? 95 Mel Renfro. I feel like he goes for like 200K. But that's for all you that bet the over, everybody that bet I was gonna pull a 95 plus, you just took the dub. Luch, good job, man. Good job, boys. I'm sorry to everybody who prayed on my downfall. You shouldn't have prayed on my downfall. All right, so he goes for 240. That's a little better than I expected. Realistically, out of that pack, I wanted 300K or more. We're going to be around 700K with around 10,000 trading, which is a pretty good coin stack for no money spent. Coming up close to $1 million, but we're not going to get there because I'm about to spend all these coins. It's going to be beautiful.
Now I'm on the outside.